I was not expecting this type of result. I've been documenting my process of trying to grow back my hairline using Cecred's Edge and hair restoring drops, and I've been getting very good results. I'm so excited about that. I posted a video on an update sometime last year, October, November. So I'll compare the last photo and where we are now.
Yes, I just wanted to come on and say that, yeah, I do apologize for the different lightings and angles. And then if you notice in November 21st, it's not till now that I realized my roots were not really blown out as much as like if you compare this April video. So yeah, it is a little more curled, so you're not able to really see it like as flat as you can see it in April's picture. I do apologize. I will do better on the next ones. But yes, I did want to at least give an update there, but it's so hard to capture these updates or to really capture the growth on picture and video, and especially having to be in the same lighting and angle.
I know. I was not expecting this type of result. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Uwaila, Dr. Uwa. I am the health and beauty pharmacist, where I talk about all things health, all things beauty, and we're gonna go into what results I was having. If I do look down, I have my notes here on my phone. I don't wanna miss any points that I wanted to discuss with you all. When did I start using the drops? I started using them back in July of 2025. That means about 9 months of growth. Now, I will say during this 9 months, I honestly was not consistent in the beginning. So I will say that I probably could have had a lot more growth if I were consistent. So I wish I was. So just as a quick recap, if you're not familiar with traction alopecia is hair loss that is caused from like tight hairstyles, tight braids, all of those things that put stress and trauma on your hair follicles. And that was what I had been doing. And even more background, I've had this traction alopecia back from high school. So I've had issues with these temple areas back from high school. I've used products that I thought would help, or techniques, making herbal oils and all of those things, and it just never gave me the results that I'm getting now. And I would get some growth, but it just wasn't sustainable. And I think it's also because, at the end of the day, which we'll talk about later, you have to stop the thing that is causing that traction alopecia, in my case, the hairstyles. Yeah, last year, July 2025, or really June or so, end of June, I chopped off all of my hair because it was damaged. I did a video on that as well. And I wanted to just start over. I wanted to grow my hair back healthy. I wanted to get my hairline intact, because entering a new world where there's peptides and hair formulations that have come into the beauty industry that is really changing the game. And so I was doing more research, and I said, okay, I'm going to commit to picking one of these products and actually doing the work that is needed in order to get the results that I wanted. And honestly, I had never been to the dermatologist to evaluate my scalp. No trichologist, no dermatologist have actually evaluated my scalp. I wasn't too sure if I had scarring or not. For me, based on just looking up what scarring looked like, it did look like that's what I had. And so far, I'm just happy to see that there's hair growing back. So yes, excited about that. I do want to get into what I've been doing, what my routine has been, just so I'm being transparent with you with everything that I was doing and all it takes to get the results that you're looking for. I do also want to start off saying that alopecia, there's different types of alopecia, and what I have is going to be traction alopecia. I don't have a hormone issue. My issue was traction alopecia. So now let's talk about consistency. We're going to talk about the tools I use, the routine that I put in place to make sure that I was creating an environment for my new hairs to thrive and grow. I had to create a hair routine that worked around my lifestyle, and that was quick, that was simple, and that was easy. So that was what I did to keep my hair healthy, thriving, to really make sure that I'm able to do the things I'm about to tell you on a routine basis. So reducing tension, tight hairstyles was a definite. Whatever product that you're using to grow your hairline, that's fine. But if you're not taking away the culprit or the cause of your traction alopecia was, then there's no point, because you're still going to be having that issue. My wash routine. I wash my hair every 1 to 2 weeks. In the beginning though, I was washing my hair like every week. But now I've kind of changed it to once every 1 to 2 weeks, just depending on the hairstyle, how long it lasts. If it lasts for 2 weeks, then I'm leaving it in for 2 weeks. But I would still make sure I'm taking care of my hairline. With that routine wash day, I was making sure I started incorporating a salicylic pre-wash. The one I've been using is the one from the Shea Moisture. It's I think it's anti-dandruff. It has ACV, so apple cider vinegar and salicylic acid. I believe it's 1% for a pre-wash before I would shampoo. Because from some research that I've done as well, there can be a lot of buildup on the scalp. So making sure that I was clearing out any buildup from my scalp and keeping it nice and clean. That salicylic acid helps with exfoliating, that gentle exfoliation on the scalp. I really do love that product. And I only put it on my front hairline. I don't really do it for the rest of my hair. Another thing that I do is microneedling. So I microneedle every week, once a week. I know I may have said in the last video that I had started increasing it to 2 times a week, and that was too much. I think that was the issue. It was just too much, and it was a lot to keep up with. I have a stamp needle, so pretty much microneedle my hairline every week. I do it every Sunday evening, and every time I do that, I do go ahead and put the Cecred serum drops. I let my drops dry down, and once they're dried down so that my scalp can really soak it in, then I have my herbal oil that I made that I don't put too much. I just use enough just to lubricate the area, and I especially do it every time I'm after microneedling, because that's where it can really get in there and it just keeps the area lubricated. The way traction alopecia affects those areas, it can be drying. And for me, I knew that was an issue that I was having, because I could see hairs, like in the beginning of my journey, I could see hairs growing in, but it seems like it was just so dry that they were like breaking. So I did decide to start oiling that area. I don't oil my whole scalp. I've never been like a scalp oil person. I've wanted to try it and I would try it and it would never work for me and made my scalp itchy, and so I never liked it. So whenever I did use oils though, I would only put it on my hairline. And with Cecred, when I first started the journey, I was putting that only, and I didn't want to use anything else. But I realized quickly that my hairline was drying out when I didn't have anything else to add with the drops. So that I felt made a huge difference. And so on those days, especially when I microneedle, I'll do some massaging. I do massage my scalp. So I'll do like a nice deep massage on my scalp to really get the blood flowing. And I incorporate scalp massages throughout the week. So whenever I remember, I'm massaging my scalp. Even sometimes when I'm driving and dropping the kids off at school, I'm massaging my scalp. Another thing that I was continuously making sure was a part of my routine to make sure my stress levels were down. I do take my ashwagandha gummies. I also take magnesium glycinate at night. Both of those I usually take at night to help with my stress and making sure, we're not having anything that's gonna stop the hair from growing or causing any hair fallout. All of those things together, I believe, have contributed to me getting the results that I'm getting, and just being able to be consistent, because this is a long game. When it comes to hair growth, you really have to be patient, especially if you have areas that you have thinning. and balding, it's going to take some time. I do believe that these drops have done wonders for my hair. The formula, it is something that I was excited to try, and now that I'm seeing the results based on what the ingredients were in that product, I'm excited that it's giving me what I want. So like I said, you just really have to be consistent. This process is not for the weak. For those who have like a significant amount of hair to regrow, you do have to be consistent and be committed to the routine. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes patience. Get your blood work done. If you're having hair fall, hair is shedding, always start with getting your blood work done, and starting from there. You might have low iron, you might have low vitamin D. And so you wanna make sure you get your blood work done, start there. If there's any issues there, then it might just be a supplement that you need to take along with these drops to help to grow the area. Just to speak of some pros and cons of the product. Pros, it's lightweight and it's easy to use. It was non-irritating, which is huge for my hairline. I had really noticeable improvement in my hairline when I was being consistent with it. And then cons, it does take time. This process does take time. So you need time, you need patience. I mean, that's a con for some people, but I was already committed to doing so. Another con would be the price point. So each bottle, for when I paid for it, it was like $56 a bottle. For some people, that is a con. For me, from me seeing people get the results they were getting, I was willing to pay $56 a bottle because it's either that or I'm going to have to fly to Turkey. And I didn't want to do that because I'm scary. I did not want to do a hair transplant, at least if I didn't have to. So yeah, I personally thought that the formulation has quite a bit of peptides in it. And that for that reason, that $56, it makes sense to me at least. But of course, there's other products that are out there getting great results as well. I personally already bought like 5 bottles when I first decided to commit to growing my hairline, because I wanted to make sure it was in stock. And because at the time, Cecred's products kept going out of stock, the edge drops. So I waited until I was able to get like at least 3 because I wanted to commit to using it. And then I was able to snag me 2 more after that. And then, yeah, so right now I'm on my 3rd bottle. I will just stick with the Cecred edge drops and continue on with that. Not to say that I'm not willing to try anything else that may be more affordable, but honestly for me, I'm willing to spend the money on something that I know is working for me. But yeah, moving forward, I'm just going to continue what I've been doing. I've been getting the results with what I've been doing. I just wanted to check in with you all and give you a quick little update on where I am right now in my process with growing my hairline from traction alopecia using Cecred's Edge and Hair Restoring Drops. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying my hair and just making sure that I stay consistent with my routine. If you are using Cecred's Edge Drops or any other products that you've been using that you would like to share, please leave that down below in the comments. Have any questions, let me know. But thank you so much for watching. And always remember, stay healthy, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.